Alright, here we go. So, Tekken 6 just hit stores. Really excited, long-time fan of the series. And since I can't get it for a while, and all of us who are, really are interested in this, here's a quick look at the character roster for Tekken 6. So here we go. Alright, starting off, Jin Kazama is one of my favorites. Great character to play as, and he's kind of like the main character, so I thought he'd be a good place to start. He is like controlling half the world right now in the game, so that's pretty cool. And on the right, we see his alter ego, so to speak, Devil Jin, his possessed form. He's a fun character to play as. He's got a creepy laugh, and he's got laser vision, so, lovable Jin. Moving on. Okay, so we have Jin's father, Kazuya, who owns basically the other half of the world with G Corporation, and they're just going back and forth fighting. There's complete chaos. It's crazy, And then Heihachi, he's kind of PO'd almost, that his, son, Kazuya, and grandson, Jin, have controlled the world. He no longer has any say in it, so he's basically just entered this tournament to get back in the running, to get back what he's lost. So moving on. Alright, so then we get to leaving the family issues, we get to Martial Law and Paul Phoenix, longtime favorite characters to game, sorry. Great characters to play as. Law does that cool backflip thing, and Paul's got that killer punch, they're great characters, love them. And they've teamed up in this one to kick butt and win the tournament and get the cash prize, so moving on. Alright, then we have Hwoarang and his master Bak Du-san. Hwoarang, of course, is back to rival Jin and try and beat him. And Bak Du-san is here just to, support his pupil. So, that's cool. Moving on. Next people. Nina Williams and Anna Williams, the feuding sisters. They're just back to kick each other's butts like they always do. That's basically their story, huh? Yeah. Moving on. Alright, Eddie Gordo. I love playing as Eddie because, sorry. Even if you don't know combos or what you're doing, you can just hit random buttons and kick butt with his cabaret style and win every time. So he's fun. I love playing as Eddie. And his sidekick, Christy Montiero, is also back. She doesn't know what happened to Eddie, so she entered the tournament to try and find him. Moving on. Ling Xiaoyu. She's, a long-time character of the series. Not really my favorite, but she's pretty good. And then we have Wang Jinrei, a grandfather, and I love playing as that guy. He kicks absolute butt for an old guy. And it's fun playing as him, but I feel kind of bad when I fight him because I'm afraid I'm going to shatter his hip and leave him crippled. Poor old man. Next. Okay. On the right, we have King. Now, King is one of my favorites. You gotta love a guy with a leopard head. Come on, you gotta. And then we have Armor King, who is apparently some guy dressed up in Armor King's outfit and attacked Marduk, King's friend. So he's not happy about that. He's come to get him. Next, speaking of Marduk, here's Marduk. And he's... Whoa, what happened? Can you go back? Oh, there we go, sorry. So we have Marduk, who came with King to find Armor King, and then we have Ganryu, the sumo wrestler. Because you need a sumo wrestler in the fighting game. You gotta get all the styles. So I don't remember much about Ganryu's story, to be honest, but we're not worried about that. Moving on. Okay, now we have Yoshimitsu and Brian Fury. Yoshimitsu is the only character with the sword, and, he can fly and kick and stab, and he's really cool. I like Yoshimitsu. And then we have Brian Fury, the lovable psychopath whack job. It's fun playing as him, because when you win, you sit on someone's back and just smash their skull in, so that's always cool. Alright, next, sorry. Alright, I'm not a big fan of playing with the animals, I feel like Peter's gonna come knock down my door and charge me for animal abuse, but I don't care. I don't like the animals, to be honest, but they are fun to have in the series, and I'm sure some people do like playing as them, so I'll cover them anyways. We have Kuma, and we have Roger Jr. That's all I really know what to say about them. If you're wondering about the graphic on Kuma, I couldn't get his graphic and a couple others from the same site that I got all the others, so they don't have the background, and they look not as good, but, I had to get the picture, so moving on. Then we have Moki Jin, the Fighting Firewood. I like playing as Moki Jin, because, he just, if you don't know who you want to be, just be him. You'll be someone random, and you never know. It's always a surprise, so that's cool. And it's fun to try and guess who you are, because sometimes you don't know. And then we have Julia. She's really good, actually. I like playing as her. She does fight really well. Moving on. Alright, so on the right we have Li Chaolong, and on the left, Lei Wulong. So try not to get those confused. Lei's in the blue jacket, just remember that. And And Lei is a cop from Japan, I believe, who was entered to just try and restore some kind of balance to the world because it's just chaos. And Li Chalong, I don't remember his reason. He doesn't need a reason. He's just cool. He's just in there to be there. Alright, next. Alright, Jack 6, the next version of Jack. You know, there's Jack 5, now there's Jack 6. And, yeah, it's just cool to have a robot in the game. I like playing as Jack 6. He's cool. And then we have Steve Fox, who is a British boxer. He's fun to play as. Yeah. Okay, then we have Azuka Kazama. She's found out she's related to Jin Kazama, so she's entered to try and find out more about that tie. And, yeah, she's fun to play as. I like her style. She really is good. Then we have Bruce. Bruce is our other boxer. He might be a kickboxer. He's some kind of boxer. And he's entered because Kazuya put a bounty on Jin's head, and he wants to claim that bounty, so he was going to go kill Jin. Exciting. Okay, so these guys were newbies in Tekken 5, but now they're classics. You know, we have Raven, the ninja among us, and we have Feng Wei, who really needs to pluck his eyebrows. Sorry, Feng. Feng is just some cold, ruthless killer. He's not a serial killer, but, you know, he's a killer. He fights in the God of Fist style. He's really good. He's fun to play as. And then we have Raven, our ninja. He's probably there on some kind of mission, but he doesn't need a reason. He's just cool. Him and his sunglasses. Yeah, alright, sorry, moving on. Alright, so here starts our new characters. We have on the left-hand side, Bob. Now, Bob, if you're interested in Bob, by the way, he has a Twitter account. Bob is a, he was once, like, a really renowned fighter. Everyone knew his name, everyone loved him. He was handsome, and he was ripped, and he was just a great fighter. But all the fighters who were bigger than him kicked his butt. He got sick of that. So he went away for a couple years, got bigger and stronger, and he's still really fast and swift, apparently. So he's now returned to get back into the fighting circuit and just show off what he knows. So that's cool. Okay, then on the right, we have our Spanish matador, Miguel Babalorojo. Miguel Babalorojo. Something like that. You know, Miguel. We'll just call him Miguel. Sorry. And he's out of the tournament because his sister was killed in an explosion, and that explosion he believes was the fault of Jin, Misha, with Mishama headquarters. So he's come to kick his ass, basically. He's not happy. Next. Alright, so on the left we have Sergei Dragunov, who is a Russian commando. Kind of looks like a Count Dracula to me, but, you know, whatever. He's here because he was ordered to be. He's scouting out the fight or whatever, and he's going to be a fun character to play, as I saw his trailer on the site, so he's cool. And watch out, he wants your blood. Sorry, that was corny. Okay, then we have Zafina. I don't remember much about her, but she comes from some long bloodline trade of great fighters, and she's just, you know, here to continue the legacy or something. But she has a cool name. Zafina. That's cool. Sounds like it belongs in The Lion King. Next. Okay, we have Lily on the left. That's what she goes by according to the site. She is like from some really renowned family, and she just wants to be a street fighter, so she's here to be a street fighter. And, you know, it's gonna hurt getting kicked with those high heel boots, so oof, I was not gonna feel good. But on the right, I want to focus more on Alyssa Boskanovich. Okay, excuse me, sorry. She is a crazy character. She's got like a jet built into her back, and she's got chainsaws in her arms, and her hands are rocket launchers, and she was like found in some test lab from... She's just crazy. I can't wait to play as her. And you better watch out. She's gonna come kick your ass with her white platform shoes. She's gonna be fun to play as. I can't wait. Alright, next. Okay, so these are our last two characters. They round off our cast of 40. On the right, we have Leo. He is from Germany, and he believes his parents were murdered by Kazuya, so he's entered to get some answers and kind of figure out what happened. But then on the left, we have Lars Alexanderson, who has entered because he apparently has some connection to Heihachi. He might be his son, or he's got some kind of blood connection to him, which is very interesting in my opinion. And he's here because he wants to he just wants to make that gene known. He wants everyone to know who he is, and he wants to become strong. He's just going to tell everyone what's going on. Yeah. From the looks of the trailers, he's going to be pretty awesome to be, so I can't wait for that. Alright, so that is our cast of characters. If you have any more questions, anything else you want to know about the game, about the characters personally, check out Tekken.com. They've got videos, photos, you know, analysis on all the characters. They've, you know, got all the stuff you could ever want to know about this game. And so, that wraps up my character roster. Thanks for watching, and I cannot wait to go pick this game up at GameStop. And you know what? Happy gaming. Peace out, guys. Have fun.